I just don't have enough words to describe how much I hate Lagos.
For the first time in a long time, I'm happier. I got everything I need, couldn't be happier. Cause I got through the things that I never thought that I would.
I've been meaning to film this video for the longest time because I just recently got back from Lagos. And anytime I sit down to film the video, I just don't have enough words to describe how much I hate Lagos. Hate is kind of a strong word, but that is just how I feel right now at this point in my life. Maybe later on I might have a different perspective and opinion about Lagos, but at this point in my life, I just feel like Lagos State is just not for me. Like, it is not for me at this point in my life. So if this is the content you want to see on this video, you want to make sure you keep on watching to the end. Now, I've listed out a couple of things and I just feel like I have it right now in my head because I've tried to film this video, like I said, countless of times, and I just keep failing. But today, this night, I decided like, oh no, I'm going to film this video by all means, say that the devil likes it or not. So I have all the points in my head. Actually, there are about 3 major points or 4, so I'll be listing them out and I'll be talking about them, in depth, and what I think about these points and why it affects my view about Lagos. The first point I have on my list in my head by heart is that Lagos is a very dangerous city. Lagos is not a safe place to live in. I'm not saying that other states in Nigeria are not safe, because obviously it's Nigeria. You know how dangerous Nigeria can be. But you go out to Lagos and you don't know who you're talking to, so you don't want to talk to anybody even if you go out in Lagos. When I visit Lagos, and anytime I want to go out, my sister will be like, don't talk to anybody while going out. Like, you want to be on your own because you don't know who you're going to talk to in the vehicle that tell you to go bring your father's money, your mother's money, or your auntie's money, or your sister's money to come and give them. Like, most people carry so many things like voodoo, juju to just like take people's belongings from them in Lagos. There are a lot of activities going on there that are not just they're not just making sense to me. You get, because it has, I think, the highest rate of harassment when it comes to women, when it comes to abuse, molestation. Lagos State is like at the top notch because there are lots of activities down there, and the government is not even ready to regulate the amount of people that come into the city. People troop into Lagos every single day. People from other countries even troop into Lagos every single day, and this is one of the points that threw me off when it comes to living in Lagos. Like, I want to interact with people I see on a daily. You get, without the fear of the unknown, what will happen if I talk to this person. So it's not really my style. This brings me to my next point, which is Lagos State is overpopulated. Like, Lagos is so congested with people. Oh my god, the amount of persons you see in Lagos is like so crazy, so crazy. And this brings a hike in traffic. Like, you can stay in traffic for up to 5 hours without getting to your destination. You can literally stay in traffic half of the time you're supposed to be somewhere, you stay in traffic, which is not really cool and healthy for anybody to live in. And also, because of that overpopulation, it gives a hike in bad road, bad drainage system, because there are a lot of people who live in the states. There are lots of cars in the states. There are lots of heavy duty trucks in the states trying to convey goods from the seaport, because Lagos State is the only state that has a functional seaport in Nigeria. So everybody is rallying to go to Lagos State, to establish their businesses or bring their container back to whatever state they are based in. So you have lots of heavy duty trucks driving on the road with normal cars. So there are a lot of cars on the roads, there are a lot of heavy duty trucks on the roads, there are a lot of bikes on the roads, and there are a lot of people on the roads. You get, so when all these are being combined together, you find out that the traffic in Lagos is like crazy. Like, the traffic goes higher than you expect it to. So I think Lagos State government should look into, to reduce the amount of cars that are on the road to reduce traffic. And also they should look into the heavy duty trucks, because every now and then when you read on the news, there's this truck that has fallen down, there's this truck that did this one. Recently I even saw a video where a truck was being driven without tire, just the empty rod that was holding the truck, and that is a very bad thing. So this brings me to my third point, which is the food stuff, they're just so expensive in Lagos State. Like, oh God, when I went there, I'm like, hey, how do you people survive here? Because see, you will make money in Lagos State, but use that money finish in Lagos State. And this is so crazy, because if you don't plan yourself well, you might not invest, you might not even see the money at the end of the month, because you're paying for transport fare, you're paying for houses, which is quite high. Everything is just high in Lagos. Like, food is high, transport fare is high, accommodation is high, anything you want to do is high in Lagos, because of the amount of population that is there, and because majorly they depend in importation of goods from other states. So I want to talk about the transport fare in Lagos. Like, Lagos transportation fare is just too high. So I wanted to try out a practical experiment to know the actual amount of transport fare in Lagos compared to Port Harcourt, where I live. And when I was in Lagos, I took the normal bus, BRT, and I also took the normal boat transportation means. Lagos is the first place where I paid 1,000 naira for bus fare. Price is like so high, and I'm like, why is it so high? Why is transport fare so high? Also, I decided to take Uber while coming back, and you see that a ride of 20 minutes, which would normally go for 1,215 in Port Harcourt, goes for 4,000 something in Lagos. And that is if there's no traffic, because if there's traffic, your money doubles. So imagine me going to somewhere and I budget 4,000 naira for transport for a boat, and then I meet traffic on the road, which means I have to pay 8k. Transport fare in Lagos is just too high. I don't know why, because the roads are bad. I was like, I'm hearing Lagos. When I the roads were just so bad. I'm like, why is this place like this? Rent fee is just crazy, like crazy. Small apartments, they are calling money for you. And I'm like, this money you are calling for me, I'll use to rent 3-bedroom flats in Port Harcourt, and I'll live comfortably there. Livelihood in Lagos is just so expensive that I would say if you're not ready for it, don't go for it, because you would have to feed from hand to mouth. People who live in Lagos State, people who want to have that flamboyant lifestyle in Lagos State that you see on the internet, those persons, you don't know what they're living. They might tell you they stay in Lekki, you go to their house and it's just one small cubicle that you cannot even bend properly to pass. If you're not up for that type of life, if you're not up for that type of manage life, you get money, use to pay for transport fare, accommodation, food, and you don't save anyone for yourself, don't go to Lagos. Don't even dare go to Lagos. But aside that, the entertainment life is buzzing, the nightlife is, on the high. Whatever it is that you want to do in Lagos might thrive, because the population is there to buy from you. If you're looking for jobs, you might see it, but you have to be careful, because there are kidnappers all around in Lagos. So all these points, I just sat down and I thought, because before now I used to think about going to Lagos State to live permanently, but now it's just like it's just not on the list anymore. And I would say, if you want to live in Lagos, go visiting first. Don't just pack up your bag and go to Lagos. If not, my dear sister, my dear brother, you will regret. That's just my 2 cents for people who are curious about why I hate Lagos State. Other than these few points of mine, I think Lagos is a very cool city, but it's just not for me at this point in my life. Alright guys, thank you for clicking and watching this video. Alright guys, that is that for this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed filming it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Like this video, leave a comment, tell me what you think about Lagos State. Have you been there? Do you want to go there? Do you live there? What advice do you have for people that want to move down to Lagos State? Just tell me all about that in the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.